What's up? Today we're working on Alec Z. We're doing a little bit of prep on that thing for 90s Forever. All we have to do in alignment. We're gonna go take it somewhere to get the line. Don't know where yet, but in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and zero out the camber, shorten the lower control arm as much as we can to get rid of all that camber, because we did in fact get new tires for it. This is a 235. The tires on it right now are a 245. So before we swap out the tires, because we're worried it's gonna, once we zero it out, that the wheels won't fit anymore. So before we waste our time and swap the tires out, I'm gonna go ahead and zero it out now, so we can get a rough idea. And then if they don't fit after that, then I'm gonna go ahead and get those tires mounted. If not, if they do fit, we're gonna go ahead and just mount those onto the stock Z wheels so we have more spares, and we don't have to waste our time switching the tires around. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on that. Along with aligning the car, I also raised the rear a bit. I want to say it's about 3/4 of an inch, maybe half an inch. The reason why is because the car was leaning back a bit, not too much, but like by raising it will also give us a little bit more clearance to fit the tires, so might as well. So I'm going to show you guys how to get this thing aligned. Essentially there's 3 arms: the tow arm, the camber arm, and the traction rod. It's pretty much an S13 rear end, but like flipped upside down. So to get rid of the zero camber, you shorten this all the way pretty much, and that pulls the bottom of the wheel in, which essentially gets rid of that camber. Now obviously toe, shorten and lengthen it depending on how you want the toe to be. So I'm gonna deal with the camber because that's easier to see. The toe, I'll let the alignment shop deal with that, and we'll go ahead and do the same to the other side. So I got the camber arm maxed out and the wheel looks pretty straight, but as you can see, there's a shit ton of toe in. So I'm gonna go ahead and counter that with the toe arm, and then we'll get you guys updated from there. So I shortened up the toe arm, shortened up the camber arm, got rid of a lot of the negative camber, got rid of that toe that I showed you earlier. As you can see, compared to this side, you can see that this side's way in the fender, and the toe didn't change as much as this one did. But now this one's way out, and we might have to end up putting the new tire size on, but I'm gonna go ahead and drop the jack and see how it is, and then if it fits in there, it fits in there, but if not, it's probably not gonna fit, so we'll swap out the tires. Of course, it starts raining, so I'm gonna go ahead and work as fast as I can because I have to get this done today. And yeah, I have to get this done today, so we gotta work through the rain. So we got this side all done, got the camber zeroed out, the toe eyeballed to what it looks straight. If anything, it might have a little bit of toe in, which is fine because when it squats it toes out a bit anyway, so we'll leave that as is. Now we gotta go ahead and work on the other side, do the same exact thing, and then drop her back down on the ground. It's cold out, it's wet, my back is wet, but the Z is done. Let me show you guys what I've finished. As you might be able to see with the wheels, the camber is all gone. So what I did, shorten the camber arm, shorten the toe arm. So got rid of the toe. There's a little bit of toe in just so when the car squats it'll zero out. Camber's all gone, so we'll get a nice even wear patch. Same with this side. And I also raised it 5 full turns on the coilover, and that gave us a little bit more room to fit the tires. And it also leveled out the car a bit because it was leaning back. So now everything fits nice and good. His alignment's all nice, and we're ready for 90s Forever. Now we gotta go ahead and we might end up eyeballing Evan's alignment too. We'll see. But the Z is pretty much done and ready, except for one last thing, and I'll show you guys that right now. This is the last thing Alec needs to install in his car. These are the Part Shop Max hydro lines for the Z33. This deletes ABS, and it's also for the inline hydro setup. But other than that, that's all we're gonna do. Our buddy Ryan, that also has a 350, has these lines, so he knows how to install them. So we're gonna go ahead and have him help Alec. I might not be here. I'm probably gonna end up helping Juan with the SR. So other than those lines, his car is pretty much set for the track. And before the event, we're just gonna go ahead and throw his banner on, and the car will be all said and done. That's all. The car's done.
Chop 'em, make 'em wet. Watch me flex. Y'all just second best, never second.